When I'm out in London, I be posted at the Parliament, coke in the parliaments, chilling by some monuments.
We see a steadily high value across the week, and then it rises only by about 30% at the weekends. So really, cocaine is an everyday drug in London.
Its pile comes to 23 kilograms, not just because of its large population, but also the high usage per capita. So this is what 23 kilos of pure cocaine looks like, but you have to imagine that the suppliers add in various cutting agents and substances in order to increase their profits, so the actual pile would be much, much bigger than that. And this is what is consumed in London on average every single day.
The evil County Lines drug scams that predate on young kids and send them to die in the streets to feed the cocaine habits of the bourgeoisie.
In an interview with Piers Morgan, you refused 14 times to answer if you took drugs. Could you clarify this?
Are you trying the 15th time? I had a good time when I was younger.
Hello people, welcome back to another video. This one came up at random in my head, and I wanted this to be kind of a discussion video, a let's talk about it, the series I do. Drug use in the United Kingdom, especially in this sense, coke. With cocaine constantly being found in Parliament, in the House of Liz Truss, and high-ranking politicians in the UK confessing to taking it, how do we trust the drug laws and the minds of people in power when this is common knowledge and they get away with it? If Jerry down the road was found doing coke at work, you best believe he'd lose everything. He'd lose his job and he'd have his opportunities stripped of him. Now, I'm not glorifying the use of anything. Obviously, everything is harmful. But it's an open secret in the UK that it is easy to get drugs. You probably know a friend who is a drug dealer or who has turned into a drug dealer. Most likely the majority, I'm not saying everyone, but the majority of people have taken a drug. That is illegal. So why is it when the politician says, yeah, I've done coke, I've done this, I've done that, but it's still illegal and we're still going to punish and prosecute and go after them twice as hard? How do we hold them accountable? How do we trust them making laws in our country? How do we trust sending billions to this place in Europe, which I won't dare say the name of? When Mr. Zelensky is constantly sniffing and he comes to the UK with a Union Jack behind him, clearly on it.
Single largest donor of military equipment to Ukraine, and we said that we would match or exceed that amount, almost 2.5 conversations, which is why we've provided it on, but also those long range.
Not bring to anything good.
Thank you. Phase of the battle, and that's a very productive conversation that we're having today as well. Good.
Hey, I'm big enough, old enough, and ugly enough to recognise it. What it looks like, how people act. How can we trust that your local member of parliament isn't doing it? Local MP to me, not my local MP, but in my general area, David Warburton, was posing for pictures, sniffing lines, banging nines. He lost a lot of weight, he said, yeah, I've been working out. When in reality, he's drinking whiskey, sniffing lines, and then enforcing policy on people. How can we trust people to not be doing this in the parliament? As an MP overall, as the Prime Minister, as anyone with positions of power? Should they be taking regular drug tests? Maybe this is the way around it. What do you guys think?
Oh, for real? Yeah, I'm a coke addict. Total coke addict.
The sewage tests were done in one other British city, and here cocaine use has increased fourfold in as many years, and Bristol has rocketed past London to the top of the European chart for consumption per capita.
When you go out in town, you're going to meet a few people that are on cocaine.